Right, Dexter Hastings here for bbcolumn.com. I'm here at the legendary Paddy's Gym in Erdington. It's been here 34 years and I'm here to talk to Paddy Martin, who's been entered into the BB Column Hall of Fame, and to some of the people that still attend it, and hopefully we'll get in contact with some people who used to be here. Paddy was raised in Digbeth Birmingham, and his boxing journey started when he joined St Michael's Roman Catholic boxing team, where he fought multiple amateur fights for the club.
Well, apparently it was classed as the #1 boxing team in Birmingham at the time. That was in the 1950s. Well, it started in the 1940s and it went all the way through to the 50s, to the 60s, and then it dropped back afterwards.
How many amateur fights did you have there, Pat?
In total, I'd say about 80.
He emigrated to Canada in the 50s with his brother, where he turned over as a professional boxer, where most of his fights were fought in Canada and upstate New York.
In 1959, I left, got on the plane, took off, said bye-bye, and went. I signed up with Jimmy Jones, who was the top professional manager at the time in Toronto, Canada, and he got, at the time when I signed up with him, he'd got on his books, I think it was 5 professional boxers, top guys, who'd all had like 10 or 15 top fights. I'll be waiting at the station on track 59. Oh, I'll give you a line. I'll get my ticket at the station about 4:45. Had a little drink and we'll be in Baltimore. Did a little donut, tea in Carolina. Tea, nothing could be finer.
He returned to Birmingham in the 60s, where he joined Aston Villa ABC at the Holte pub, where he soon became head coach.
I started the Holte up. I went down and seen the guy who was running the Holte pub club, and I went down. I said I used to train here and train before as a professional, blah blah blah. And I said, "You're looking for a good trainer?" He said, "You know one?" I said, "Yeah." Okay. And that's how he went. And I took over the club.
Yes, Paddy Martin. Yeah, great guy. I remember Paddy Martin. I first came across Paddy when I boxed for Aston Villa amateur boxing club. That would have been probably around the early 80s, and Paddy was one of the coaches. I actually remember his 2 boys, Dino and Bomber, who were both boxers as well. Paddy coached us, man, and what a character. They don't make them like that no more. And he was a very honest guy, loyal, and I can always remember when Paddy used to train us, and he used to be nervous, and Paddy used to say to us, "Don't worry about them. It's not about what they can do, it's what you can do." He used to calm the nerves, and we used to go in there and do the business. Yeah, good old days, man. And Paddy's he's coached for how many years? I need to say. We're talking about the 80s through to the present day. Paddy, man, what a guy. So it'd be good if Paddy got recognised for all the work he's done over the years, and that'd be great, man. So anyway, Paddy, if you're watching this video, all I can say to you, mate, is I love you to bits, man, and all the best for the future, mate. Bless up. Danny Brown.
It's really nice that Paddy Martin has been inducted into the Boxing Hall of Fame by the Birmingham Boxing Column. I've known Paddy since I was 10 years of age, when I first started training in the Holte gym down in Aston as an amateur boxer, and he took me through to a senior, and then when he left the gym we used to go down to the Britannia and do sparring, bag work, and that went on for a couple of years. And then when he came to the Rose and Crown, I still came down to the Rose and Crown to do some training after I'd finished boxing, and train with all the young kids that Paddy was bringing up and teaching. It's a real pleasure to come down to the gym all the way through my life, to see all the young lads that Paddy trains, and people keep coming back. They bring their kids, they bring their grandkids. It's absolutely fantastic. When we were kids, Paddy dedicated his weeks to us after work. Weekends we would go up to Liverpool to box in the ABAs. He was there 2 nights a week in the gym, and then he used to take us to all the shows. He's dedicated his life to all these young lads in boxing and bringing them on throughout their career. Well done, Paddy.
Paddy trained multiple English, regional and area champs until the gym was closed down in 1988. Paddy then formed his own gym at the Britannia pub Aston, with them staying there for a year before moving up the road to the Rose and Crown pub Erdington. For the last 34 years, Paddy, with the help of his son Dean, have shaped and mentored thousands of young lads and lassies from around the area, teaching them the noble art of boxing and building characters.
My name's Hayden Mills. I've been here since I was 9. I'm 34 now. It's about time that someone acknowledged Paddy and what he's done for the community. Basically, he changed my name from Hayden to Ada, and no one knew about it until they asked me. He's been a great mentor to me, and he's showed me how to do all the boxing. It's amazing.
Chicago, with a fucking old bag on my mind. Behind the bar to play the jukebox, and the music takes me back to Tennessee.
Tennessee, man.
I've been there many times.
Hi, my name's Charlie, nicknamed the Slab by the one and only Paddy Martin himself. When I first started training here, it was a little bit of a standing joke that slabs go down easy, then they come back up, so that's why they nicknamed me the Slab. I've been here, say, just over between 12 and 18 months now. Made a hell of a amount of friends with all the lads who come down here. Really appreciate all the training from Paddy himself, who's always dropping his comments whilst he's sat in his chair and he's on his bell. His son Dean, who's absolutely brilliant. All the knowledge, all the training in the world. I've got some brilliant help from Dexter himself, who's always in here helping me and constantly pushing me to the limit. I'm just here to say I think Paddy Martin is more than deserved, and if not, should already be in the Hall of Fame. And just wanted to say, up the Paddy.
I met Paddy Martin about 25 years ago. Met his son, and we, started to train together, coming over the gym, bits and pieces, working out, doing everything we wanted to do. And we had some great times, with Dexter and Bomber and Dino. And to be honest, it was inspiration, this gym we're in now, Paddy's gym, to start my own gym and put it back into the community where I grew up. And that's what I did. And my gym's been open 12 years now. And if it wasn't for this place and these people, Paddy and his son Dean, that wouldn't have happened. So it's brilliant what they put into the community, and if I could replicate that anywhere else, it's brilliant.
Well done, Paddy, for being entered into the BB Column Hall of Fame.
Paddy, it's brilliant that you've been entered into the BB Hall of Fame.
Well done, Paddy, for being entered in the BB Column Hall of Fame.
Well done, Paddy, for being entered in the BB Column Hall of Fame.
Hi, my name is Molly. So I've been coming to Paddy's gym since I was 10. I'm now 19. Paddy has took me all the way through my boxing career. He's pushed me in any way he can, even outside of boxing, to do with school, work, anything like that. Paddy's always had my back and been in my corner. I'm so happy he's been entered into the Hall of Fame. Well done, Paddy.
Paddy Martin, the legendary boxing trainer from Birmingham. Well, we could go on forever talking about him, couldn't we? But I first met Paddy through his sons, Dean and Bomber, who ended up becoming very, very, very good friends of mine. And, you know, I feel like I'm a part of their family. The older brother, Dean, was the best man at my wedding recently here in Sydney. But we're not here to talk about them, we're here to talk about Paddy. Paddy's dedicated, I don't know, 60, 70 years to boxing in the Birmingham area. From the Aston Villa Boxing Club to the Britannia to the Rose and Crown. I first met Paddy at the Britannia Boxing Club. No, sorry, I met him at the Aston Villa Boxing Club, but I was only there briefly because he threw me out. Then I met him again years later at the Britannia Boxing Club, where he should have thrown his son Dean out because Dean knocked me out while I was sparring him. And Paddy tried to convince everybody in the crowd that I'd just slipped over, trying to hide my shame really. But you know, you live and learn. But Paddy, over the years, he's taught many a champion, lots and lots and lots of great boxers, numerous ABA champions, Midland area champions, British champions. I mean, the list is endless. I could go and try and name them all, but there's too many. But his dedication to the sport, well, what can you say? There's a lot of people in Birmingham that have dedicated their lives to the sport of boxing. The Tullys, Mark Holte's father, who just sadly passed away. But Paddy's up there with the best of the best. He's 100% behind the kids. He's kept them out of trouble. He's, you know, he's mentored them. He's found them work. You know, he's more than just a boxing trainer. He's an all-round nice guy, nice man, and I'm proud to say that he's a friend of mine. So good luck with everything, Paddy, and I hope to get to see you next year when I'm in Birmingham. Oh, sorry, this year when I'm in Birmingham. Give my love to the family. Speak to you soon.
I think it's brilliant that Paddy, my dad, has been inducted into the Birmingham Boxing Column Hall of Fame for his contribution to boxing, because his contribution has been massive. My whole life is about my dad's contribution to boxing. My earliest memories are all around the boxing gym at the Holte when I was a young kid, when my dad was the trainer there. Brought us up all through the schoolboys, seniors, ABAs, the lot. All my fondest memories are from them times, that place. Then later on we moved down to the Brit for a short while, a year or two, and then to here, the legendary Paddy's gym. I've been here 30 odd years now, and everybody knows this place as Paddy's gym. We've had some great lads here, down to my dad. He keeps them all coming back. There's the young lads that used to come here now are bringing their kids, and even to the stage now, which is pretty scary. We've got grandparents that my dad used to train boxing, and they're bringing their grandkids. So it's great. His whole life is dedicated to taking the young kids to boxing shows, teaching them here, and not just teaching them boxing, giving them life skills, tutoring them, mentoring them, and just teaching them how to have the crack and get on with other people. All the young kids love him. He's always having the crack. He's always singing, laughing, joking. Well done, Dad. It's brilliant.
Paddy did have the honour of being a torchbearer for the Commonwealth Games held in Birmingham in 2021. Well, I met Paddy for the first time in 1981 when my mum told me to go down the Holte pub and learn how to box. Paddy took me under his wing, taught me the noble art. I wasn't the greatest student in the world, as I'd go missing for weeks on end. He tried to get me to turn over to be an amateur, but I wasn't committed enough, to tell you the truth. Yeah, but I used to go and I used to really enjoy it, and he used to give me some really good advice. When he moved to Paddy's gym in Erdington in '89, I turned up, started sparring again. Like loved the tear up, loved to have a sparring session, but yet again I wasn't the person who come every week, you know what I mean. He talked to me then, he goes like, well, if you don't want to be an amateur, why don't you turn pro? It wasn't for me at the time, so I regret it, but that was the way it was. I really got into it when I come back when I was 36. I'd been in a bad place, you know, a lot of things had happened. Paddy again talked to me, mentored me, got me back into boxing, got me fit again. Then I decided to have an unlicensed fight. Paddy supported me through that. I won my first title with Paddy in my corner, and from there on in, I won 6 titles at 2 different weights, and that was all down to Paddy Martin and his son Dean. Paddy now, he's 86, still goes down the gym every Monday and Wednesday, you know what I mean, mentoring young people and old people, and giving out advice and teaching them how to box and, you know, do the noble art of boxing. Long may he keep going down the gym, you know what I mean, and it's great that he's been put into the BB Column Hall of Fame, and I think more bodies should recognise what Paddy Martin has done for boxing. This is a little memento for you for being entered into the BB Column Hall of Fame, for all your contribution in boxing. I can say personally that you've been a mentor to me. You've been like an adopted father to me, and you've given me so much advice and everything. I thank you for all that.
I know you're welcome to it. You worked it, Dex. Oh, there's one thing I never told you that I forgot to mention, Dex. You haven't had a building.
That's Paddy for you.
Hey!